Executive joins us. Good morning, Steve Stanger.
Hey, McGraw, thanks for having me.
So have you had any contact at all with Amazon since this announcement or before?
The St. Louis Economic Development Partnership is going to be the entity that's heading this up, which is a joint partnership between the city and the county for economic development. So initially, the contact is going to come through them, and their initial contact will be, along with everyone else, it will be a response to the request for proposals. So what we're working on right now is putting together that proposal, and that will be the contact with Amazon.
How realistic is it that St. Louis truly has a shot at this?
We truly have a shot at this. We have really, if you look at what Amazon is looking for, we have exactly what Amazon is looking for. They want to be near a metropolitan area with more than 1 million people. That's us. They want to be able to attract top technical talent. That's us, especially with our startup community that we have. They want to be within 45 minutes of an international airport. We can put them right next to the airport. They want to have direct access to mass transit. We have direct access to mass transit. The company wants to be able to expand its space to as much as 8 million square feet in the next decade, and we have that 8 million square feet available. So, we quite literally meet every one of their criteria, and it's going to be, putting together a good package that, as far as the response to the RFP goes, and we will be able to do that.
So looking at it from the view I sit, we do the big things good, right? We all got together and worked together, Republicans, Democrats, city, county, to get the mapping agency here in town. But we didn't work together when it came to the MLS stadium, and we don't work together when it comes to all sorts of other things. So how can we work together on some things, but other things we like our neighbors sometimes, but we don't like our neighbors other times?
Well, I think we like our neighbors all the time. I think, there are different sets of circumstances that arise under every situation, and sometimes it's a matter of timing. And there are a whole number of issues that are involved. But I will tell you that for this particular project, as an NGA, I think the timing's right. I think that we have a lot to offer. And when you think of the great benefits that this will bring our region, I think, we have to put our best foot forward. We have to come together. Like you said, 50,000 jobs over the next decade. They're talking about putting together 8 million square feet of all kinds of space, and they're talking about jobs that are $100,000 on average. So, these are significant. This is it's a game changer for our region.
Certainly understandable, but Amazon needs transportation, and that's roads, that's rail, that's air.
We have to invest in the country.
Right, but we haven't invested in our airlines, in our roads, in our rail. Our roads are not very well funded, and we are lacking in all sorts of roads and 21st century stuff.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're absolutely right for the state of Missouri, but particularly with respect to our region, and St. Louis City, St. Louis County, and all of the counties outside that, we actually have an excellent road system, and our rail system is known throughout the nation as one of the best rail systems. We also have river, and we also have, what we've been looking at our airport for a long time, saying it's underutilized. That's exactly what they're looking for. They're looking for an airport that they can come to and they'd be able to utilize. So in this particular situation, we really meet all of their criteria.
So one of the things I was reading about this was General Electric just put out a bid and ended up going to Boston. And they got some tax incentives, but it certainly wasn't a big, giant tax incentive that Boston gave them. It wasn't the biggest. And General Electric went to Boston for all sorts of other reasons. So what type of tax benefits can we offer Amazon without giving away the store?
That really remains to be seen, and that is something that the economic development folks are going to have to work out and make a determination of what can be done and what's affordable. But I'll tell you, we can put together this response, a response that is second to none, and we have a great economic development team locally working on this, and we will put forward our very best foot for St. Louis. I can tell you that.
Have you talked to Governor Greitens about this at all?
I have personally not yet spoken with Governor Greitens about this, but those on the economic development team have spoken with his team, and we're all going to be working together on this.
What's the timeline on this?
Well, the request for proposal response is due in October, and they're set to make a decision sometime next year.
So you got to put this together quick.
It has to come together quickly, and we received it when everyone else did, and so everyone has that same short time frame to put together their package. I think that is an effort to, pull creativity from the various places that they're going to be looking for participation across the country, and we're ready, and we are moving already. We were moving within hours of receiving word that this existed.
Any negatives? Anything that can throw a wrench in any of this for the St. Louis metropolitan area?
No, I mean, thus far everyone has come together. I mean, we had this announcement come forth sometime early in the morning. By 10 o'clock, we were all on a conference call together. Various people were contacting the governor's office. We had contact going over to Kansas City. We had our local folks all come together. We had the regional chamber. We had Civic Progress. We had the regional business council all together on a phone call. We were lucky enough to have Bob Clark working on this, an expert in this area and someone who works on many Amazon projects throughout the nation. We have Forum Studios working on this, and this is all on a volunteer basis. And HOK, all on a volunteer basis, putting together this package for Amazon. So it really has been a massive regional effort thus far, and it will continue to be. And I think it will, as you will see over time, it will grow until October when we make our submission.
Steve Stanger, St. Louis County Executive, thanks for checking in, sir.
Hey, thanks a lot, McGraw. Thank you.
726, Big 550.